I'm just, I'm just sitting. I'm going to make a compilation of me just saying, I'm just sitting, but I just did 2 hours of work, so guess what? I'm sitting. I'm sitting. Did you hear my belly? I did a full blah, blah, blah. I got some probiotics going on in there, so I don't know what they're doing. They're trying to eat the bad bugs, or I don't know, equal out the playing field, so there's equal good and equal bad, like the world, you know? That's what's going on in my stomach right now, but hey, we won't get into that. So I was going to make this story time. I made the story time yesterday. I don't want to tell you this, but I was here by myself. And I texted my son and I said, I think the boogeyman might get me. And if he does, it's your fault for not coming home. Because I don't like being here by my own self. I'm terrified. I'm ready to get myself a tiny home by the sea and just live in there. I'd be okay with. But this house, no way. I'm terrified. Terrified. And my son said if I get a dog, this is my big son, you know, he's seen some things in this lifetime, so he tries his best to be grounded and rooted firmly in the soil, but hey, sometimes things go right. He said he's going to take my dog away from me. Why? Because I took his dog away from him when he was an itty boy. Why? Because he wasn't taking care of the damn thing, but hey, he's still holding on to the anger and the rage and the hatred, I should call it hatred, for me giving away his puppy dog. So he says, if I get a dog, he's taken away from me. But he don't understand. I'm going to need a dog or a very aggressive kitty cat to protect me, because I just don't like being here by my own self. I can fight. I can fight. I got weaponry. I got a whole cache of things that I may need if someone decides to come through my house. And guess what? I'll reenact certain scenes from Merc Bill. You know that movie with that Uma Thurman girl? Yeah. So don't get me twisted. I stay ready. Even though I'm old and tired and full of BS, I will throw down if I need to. So anyways, I was lying in my bed doing story times because I figure, hey, it's better to spew them out onto the internets than hold them in my head, you know? And I didn't want to go to sleep right away because I was a little bit nervous. But when I was little, I was about, how old was I? Maybe 7 or 8 years old. I lived on a main street. It was almost like a mini highway is what it was. And I was not allowed to cross that road under any circumstances. I watched a young girl get her foot stuck in the railroad tracks, and my mama had to run out and help her. Otherwise, she was going to stay there and get run over by the train. Instead of just kicking her foot out of the shoe, her bike and her shoe were stuck in. It was just a whole thing. Anyways, my mama saved her life because the girl was too damn stupid to get off the tracks. So I was not allowed to cross the road, okay? But there was a group of kids at school, and they had made a fort down by the creek. And the creek, let's just say in my town, when I do my history, when I get my channel straight, I'm going to tell you all the deep, dark secrets of my town without revealing anything. So if I come up missing, you'll know why, because I exposed everybody. But in all honesty, there's been a few things happen in my town, and nothing ever gets solved. That's the kind of town I live in. So you don't think I'm a tough bird? Ugh, you're going to know I'm one when I show you. So anyways, there is a pathway and a creek and some stuff. And these kids were building, well, they had already built a fort down there. And they're talking about it in class and at recess, and it sounds fantastic. And I want to go to that fort and be a part of the club. I just want to go to a cool little clubhouse. I had a thing. I like little clubhouse, things like that, you know. Thought maybe I could do some interior design in there, decorate it all pretty. But they said I wasn't invited because I'm not allowed to cross the damn road by my own self. So I'm not allowed to go down there with them in their cool club, with their cool club kids. So I got all frustrated and mad. And I said to myself, I'm going to that damn club, invited or not. I'm inviting myself, and I'm going to cross that road all by myself as well. So I put on my shoes, and I put on my big girl hat, and I went across the road all by myself. Damn nearly got mowed over, but I made it. And I'm waltzing down the street, you know. Hey, I'm here. I'm coming. Be ready for me. I'm here. I did it all by my damn self. And guess what? Some sneaky snake pulls into the driveway ahead of me. I'm on the sidewalk. And he's in a big, it was like a Blazer truck. I don't know if y'all remember that. If you're not old enough to look it up. And it had big tires on it. And he was a man with a beard. And I believe it was brown hair, brown beard at the time, but I don't remember exactly. I can kind of see him if I close my eyes. But anyways, I'm walking and he's on the sidewalk. Well, I got to go around this truck because he's on the sidewalk. And he says to me, "Where are you going?" And I answer him for some unknown reason. I answer him, I said, "I'm going to my friends." He said, "Oh, where's that?" I said, "By the creek." And then as soon as I said that, I thought, I shouldn't have told him where the secret fort was because now my friends are going to be mad. And he says, "Well, get in. I'll drive you." And as soon as he said that, I turned my butt around and I ran back to the roadside. But now I don't have the confidence I had before. I'm terrified. I'm scared. I'm about ready to pee my pants. And I start crying and hollering for somebody to get my mama because I need to cross the road. So all my friends that lived on the road on each side were all wondering because they can hear me yelling and screaming and everything why I'm standing on the wrong side of the road and why I'm screaming. So they go and run and get my mama. And she says, "What in the hell are you doing over there?" And I said, "I crossed the road to go to the fort." Explained to her that a man tried to, he's going to kidnap me. And she had to call the authorities. And no, I didn't make this story up because I thought I was going to get in trouble. I thought about that later. I thought, was that just me making up an excuse? No. And she crossed me over and we called the authorities and they came and they interviewed me. And they never got the guy, of course, but that was just one story in my life. So the moral of the story, if you've made it through this far to this 7-minute long-winded story about a girl that shouldn't have crossed the road, the moral of the story is listen to your parents. They probably have really bad advice, but for now they'll keep you a little bit safe. Do not cross a road that you're not supposed to cross. That sure taught me. I never crossed that road again. Probably for the rest of my life. I was so terrified. Bye.